Well, what's up, everybody? It's Cruiser Bruiser. I'm just out riding around. It's about, I don't know, maybe 50, 55 degrees right now. A little chilly, but not too bad. Not terrible. It's better than the better than the rain we've had lately, because hell, we've had a lot of freaking rain lately. But basically, this is just my my sound test on my proverbial return to YouTube. I know I've talked about it a few times about coming back to YouTube and making videos. And me and Timmy, aka Wolf and Crow, aka formerly known, whatever you want to call it, Wolf's World. Anyway, me and him did the whole an afternoon with CB and Timmy, or Mike and Timmy, or whatever we called it. Make sure my battery cover is still there. The battery started falling out yesterday, so of course I'll get to all this juiciness here in a minute. But yeah, we talked about doing the afternoon with Mike and Timmy, or whatever it is I called it. Well, it got one episode in, so it's just something that we didn't really have the time both, you know, to do at the same time. You know, finding time where we were both free at the exact same moment. You know what I'm getting at. But I decided to jump back into motovlogging again, just to kind of have something to do, you know, something like a hobby. I mean, besides just riding the bike, I kind of miss doing it. So that's one of the main reasons I just miss doing it. It's fun. It gives me something to do. It gives me some extracurricular activity besides sitting around playing Xbox, PlayStation, all that shit all day. Which I still do a lot of that. So I'm getting a YouTube channel together for nothing but my gaming. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, because I haven't tried to find a name or set it up. I used to have a channel called No Soup Gaming, because my gamer tag on PlayStation and Xbox is No Soup for You. So I had a channel called No Soup Gaming. I'm not sure if I can still recover that channel or not, because I'm not sure if I remember the password for the email to be able to recover that channel. But we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. But on to the important stuff. The Sportster. Oh, it's coming along nicely. As you see, no grip on this side. I have these Avon, make sure nobody's coming. I have these Avon grips that are supposed to be held on and secured by the switch housing, the pods that, as you can see, are no longer here. So obviously that grip will not stay on, it just slides right back off again. So right now I'm just using just my handlebar. But I went yesterday to Cycle Gear and to Harley Davidson, which I knew Harley Davidson wasn't going to have what I needed, because everything they have attaches the same way as this, and they charge about 90 bucks for them. Whenever these exact grips right here are only like 30 bucks. I think like 20 bucks actually. So I wasn't about to spend $80 on 2 pieces of freaking plastic. But so that's that. I got the, you know, back to the wiring part. There's no wiring left on this bike at all, except to start it, brake light, headlight, and that's really about it. I mean, there's no other, like these wires right here, there's like 4 wires right here. That's all that's pretty much on the bike. Besides, you know, like the tail light and the headlight, which one of those is the headlight. So yeah, there's it's a Sportster wiring kit from, I'm not sure if any of you guys know who the Haints are, but they're in Birmingham, Alabama. And it's they call the Sportster kit, they call it the Sportster Treatment wiring kit. So if you're in the market for rewiring your Sportster to no pods, you know, get rid of all your unneeded wiring, slim it down, make it look a lot better, I highly suggest. You can follow on Instagram at I believe it's just called, I know you can follow Nick Haints, and that's Haints, like taint but Haint. But you can follow them. You can follow God, I'm drawing a blank on what their main page is called. I don't know. I'll throw it up either on the screen or in the description. But you can basically go to Instagram and search the hashtag Sportster Treatment Wiring Kit, or just the Sportster Treatment Kit, or just the Sportster Treatment. Either way, it's going to come up. You can go to my Instagram as well at Cruiser Bruiser, and you'll see, scroll down, you know, within the past couple of months, you'll see where I did the whole wiring mod and all that. It didn't take me maybe 2 hours. I had a lot of help from my friend Grumpy J. Oh, Jamie. Yeah, I had a lot of help from him because he did his on a 2001 or 2002. I wanted to say it's 2002. I don't remember. Either way, it's the same bike as this. This is the 2000. So he had already went through all the trial and error, or as Ricky would say, the denial and error. So anytime I ran into an issue where I was kind of stumped, I'd just text him and he would tell me what he did. So it made it much easier that way. So yeah, if you're in the market for a wiring kit, I highly suggest the Sportster Treatment wiring kit. A lot of people say, you know, hey, it's a little pricey. I mean, it's like 210 bucks, but when you take away all the mental and the time and all the shit that it takes to do it all yourself, if you're not really, you know a lot about wiring, which I don't. I know a little, but not enough to redo this entire bike and slim it down to the way it is now on my own in a day. Then yeah, that $210 is very, very, very well worth it. Saves you a lot of heartache. It saves you a lot of denial and error. I mean, if I would have done all this by myself with as little as I know about wiring, I would have probably blown this bike up. This thing would be on fire right now. So yes, it's very well worth it. Which brings me to my next point about, I wouldn't say local business, but small business, because obviously it's not local. But small business online. I hear a lot of people complaining about why somebody charges so much for something. Well, something I do kind of agree with, though. We'll go ahead and knock this point here out of the park. Well, at least out of the proverbial Mike Park. But the Lucky Dave's T-bars, that right there is a prime example of price gouging. There's no way a set of T-bars, which is two pieces of metal welded to a cross piece of metal, literally took them an hour to do, if that. They probably have machines that even do it to begin with anyway, so I mean, come on now. They're mass producing. They probably have welding machines that do it. They probably don't do it by hand, but I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if I am, I'll admit I'm wrong. My bad. But, back to the point, there's no way that those three pieces of metal are worth $350 to $400. That's an example of price gouging because I know the Dyna Bros will buy it. Now, you know I have a Dyna. I have it set up with 8-inch bar or 8-inch risers with tracker bars. So technically with my Dyna, you could call me a Dyna Bro. I wear flannel. So yeah, go ahead, call me a Dyna Bro. But I'm not Dyna Bro enough to spend almost $400 on a pair of freaking handlebars. That is ridiculous. I mean, there's no way something should cost that much. I understand, to my point that I'm, getting to, I understand supporting small business. I understand paying for the work that they put into it, paying for their labor, paying for their knowledge. I understand that completely. Because I'm a firm believer in, you're not paying me for how long it took the job, you're paying me for how long it took me to learn the job. I'm a 100% believer in that. But there's no freaking way a set of handlebars cost almost $400. There's no way your labor to make those handlebars, which is a super easy concept, a super easy thing to do if you know how to weld. And you can mandrel bend bars or whatever. If you know how to do all that, it's not that fucking hard. It's not $400 worth of labor. That's ridiculous. But anyway, back to my point. With something like wiring, for instance, with the Sportster Treatment Kit, they're taking a lot of heartache and that's a lot of work to do that. You have to know a lot about that wiring scheme. You have to have everything completely right. You have to know what you're doing to be able to do that. If he was charging $400 for it, I'd say, yeah, you're fucking crazy. But $200 is perfectly reasonable for the amount of work that goes into putting those things together. $400 for handlebars, however, is not perfectly reasonable for the amount of time it takes to put those together, because that is just ridiculous. Airplane, it's kind of low. And excuse my sinuses, it's not coronavirus, it's just sinuses. Coronavirus. But back to what I was talking about before. I hear people talking about, like the Sportster Treatment Kit, for instance. That's the main. That's my main focus, because that's what I'm talking about. People that are criticizing the fact that they cost so much. And I mean, I don't know if it's happened on his page particularly, but just from the times that I've shared it on social media, you know, that I bought it or whatever, and that's what I did. I've had a lot of people say that that's ridiculous. I should have never spent that much. But you got to support the smaller business, man. You got to support them. They're putting in the work. The amount of work that he puts into it, like I said, is completely, to me at least, worth that $200. And as far as those bars go for Lucky Days or West Coast T-Bar, I think West Coast T-Bar is a little bit more fair priced from what I've seen. But the Lucky Days ones, I mean, if that's worth it to somebody, by all means, buy it. But to me, I think that's just a little bit ridiculous on how much that costs. But, you know, like I said, to somebody else, it may be worth it. By all means, if it is, it's your money. Oh, man. But anyway, back to the Sportster. I got my axed tank from Lowbrow Customs. It's just primer gray right now. So I have to get back to painting it. But the fender, I have his cut down as well. I cut the fender down and it's primer gray. And I'll get to painting it eventually. I'm not 100% sure. I was originally going to go with like a pearl white with some metallic blue flames, but it's just going to be like I'm not sure exactly the word it is to describe the flames, because I mean, it's not like your basic normal Harley flames. It's basically just like one flame that comes down and breaks up into 2 points. I'm not sure what you'd call that, but it's one here and then one on either side. So it's not like your basic flame. It's more like a fat flame. I don't know. I'm still retarded talking about it, but I know what I know in my head. I know what I know it looks like. But that was one of the ideas that I had. Another one is, once I primered this thing and got it all, you know, got the fender and the tank primered, when it was just sitting on my work table, my workbench in the garage, it didn't look to me like it was that great. It kind of just like, it just looks kind of rednecky and, you know, fucking, hey, primer boys. Well, I got tired of waiting to buy the paint and all that kind of stuff because I'm lazy. I just haven't got a chance to get out and get the paint and get it all prepped and ready and all that. I just decided to go ahead and just throw the tank and the fender on the bike. And after I did that, I'm kind of digging the way it looks. I kind of like that. So what my idea is I'm going to, let me close my visor real quick. Again, this is just a test. If there's a lot of wind, my bad. I'm wearing my Gringo S helmet. And this is just a test. I'm trying to figure out how this mic's going to sound. So this may all be for nothing. I may just be talking to myself for nothing right now. But anyway, I kind of dig the color. I like it. You know, minus the wet spots here where the gas came out. I'll have to like sand that back down and reprime it, or just clean it up and prime it again, and then just clear coat the primer itself. I thought about doing that, or getting some paint that about matches this color, almost like the Dodge Charger gunmetal gray, I guess is what they call it. I kind of like that. It looks good mixed with the black gas cap and the black bars, the black frame. It works well with everything. I kind of like it. But anyway, that's my my thought process. My thought process right now with the paint. And of course, let me know down in the comments if you like it. Here in a minute, I'll get off the bike and let you guys have a better look at everything that I've done so far. Hashtag Corona. Everything's closing down on the inside. I mean, Golden Corral's booming. What happened to social distancing, guys? Is everything opened back up on the inside now? Like, I mean, at Golden Corral, it's Sunday. This is their biggest day of the week. They probably just said, you know what? Screw the coronavirus. Come in here and eat anyway. Even though we're not supposed to be gathering in a group of 10 or more. That's a good bit more than 10 people there at Golden Corral. But yeah, so I'm hoping to kind of get the motivation to get back into motovlogging again. It's probably not going to be anything like before, where I was releasing 3 videos a week because, hell, I was just recording a lot. But who knows? Who knows? My friend Sammy, he's on YouTube as well. Sammy Falcon 91, I believe, is the number to it. I'll put it up on the screen, or I'll put it in the description as well. I met him through a Chattanooga motorcycle riding page, and he asked if anybody, is wanting to go out for a ride that weekend, and I said, hey, I'll go out for a ride. He rides a Dyna. He's a Dyna bro. But yeah, we met up, went to ride and everything. He's a really cool dude. I've ridden with him a few times since then. And I'm actually going to meet him sometime today. I think him and his girlfriend are looking at a house or something right now. So I'm waiting for him to get back a hold of me and let me know what time we're supposed to meet up and all that. But we'll see. He's a cool dude. So check his channel out. I'll put it down in the description or throw it up on the screen, whichever one I feel like doing. It's dealer's choice, man. Let's pull down here behind this antique mall. Give you guys a look around at the old Sporty Sport. Apparently those giraffes' names are Daisy. Both of them's name is Daisy. You can't think of a different name for the other giraffe. No front fender life. Slinging up this gravel right into my face. Ow! Close my visor. For those of you who are wanting to run with no front fender, be prepared to get smacked in the face with shit. Whether it be little pebbles like that, or fucking water, rain, get your old rooster tail on your face. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Clink. Park this little bitch. Oh, stretch my ass. But anyway, this is what the Sportster looks like now. Freaking sleeves coming up. And I am still recording, so we're good. This is the current state of my Sportster. Looks good, doesn't it? And the battery cover is still tight. Good. Yesterday I was riding around, I didn't have the battery cover on, and I was riding around for probably a couple hours, and I realized once I stopped to rest, the battery had jumped out of the tray and was just sitting there with half the battery hanging off. If I would have kept going without noticing that, there's no telling where that battery would have ended up. Could be anywhere. But anyway, guys, it's good to be back again. I feel like I've said that 1,000 times in my previous videos. I'm a procrastinator. But anyway, here's your video now, so yeah, take it or leave it. It's all yours. Do what you want with it. Just don't sell it to crackheads for bubblegum money. Anyway, I'm gonna head out for the day. I'm gonna do some footage here in a little bit. Punch bug, no punch back. Punch bug, no punch back. That one's badass. Haha, yeah. But anyway, I'm heading out of here. I'm gonna ride around for a little bit. I'm still gonna record, but this may be the end of the video. Anyway, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, have yourself a nice day.